Welcome Commanders! Today we're doing something a little different as I want to talk about a new deck build that's been gaining traction in the 1.9 Orchid Spider patch. I hope you'll enjoy this kind of content. If so, let me know in the comments, and I'll consider doing more videos like this. In this build, Assault Grenadiers serve as your mainline infantry, while various light and medium vehicles make up for the core of your army. The Armored Support Battlegroup complements this strategy perfectly, with multiple units, especially the 8-rat, benefiting significantly from the superior fire drills ability available in the Battlegroup. Quick side note, before we dive into the build order, I think this build is best suited for 1v1 matches. I've tried it in 2v2s, but it's a bit trickier. I haven't had much success with it in 3v3s or 4v4s. That said, feel free to give it a go in any game mode. That's what makes experimenting with builds the most fun, right? Now, without further delay, let's get started on the build order. When playing DAK, your starting unit is always the Panzerpioneer. This unit can build early sandbags around high value resources and be upgraded with their hazard removal package, Flammenwerfer or Grenade Launcher. On maps with many garrisons, or if you want to force your opponent out of green cover, the Flammenwerfer is a great choice. If your opponent is using a lot of mines, upgrading to the hazard removal package is the better option. The first unit you want to build is the Kradschützen, which counts as a scout unit and gains experience from capping and decapping points. You want to use it for that purpose, but it's also great at supporting infantry fights, especially once it reaches Veterancy 1. At Veterancy 1, the Kradschützen unlocks its passive ability, Tracer Marking, which makes marked enemies 15% easier to hit. After that, you can either build another Kradschützen or opt for a 250 light carrier. The 250 light carrier provides a way to move your Panzerpioneers more quickly and helps reduce model losses. It also has the medical station ability, which heals units around it. The final unit before building your tier 1 is either a second Kradschützen if you opted for a 250 light carrier earlier, or a 250 light carrier if you already have 2 Kradschützen on the field. Now that the basics are covered, it's time to build the light support company, the tier 1 building, which unlocks the Assault Grenadiers. When placing this building, try to position it near the edge of your base. This allows units built by the Light Support Company to spawn closer to the center of the map, reducing their travel time. When the Light Support Company is ready, build 2 Assault Grenadiers. Keep in mind that these are close quarter units, so you want to get them up close and personal. If they're suppressed by an MG, try using the smoke grenade between the MG and your squad to break suppression. Want to catch your opponents off guard while they are microwaving elsewhere? Use the grenade assault ability on their units. Normally this costs 35 munitions, but if the squad disembarks from a vehicle, like the 250 light carrier, it's free thanks to the assault disembark passive ability. While active, this ability grants 50% extra movement speed and reduces incoming damage by 15%. Additionally, Assault Grenadiers benefit from the combined arms passive when near vehicles, giving them 10% increased accuracy, 50% more speed and making them 10% harder to hit. Once your mainline units are in place, it's time to build the mechanized company, the tier 2 building. This unlocks another key unit for this build, the 8-rat armored car. Pairing the 8-rat armored car with the superior fire dreams from the Armored Support Battlegroup creates a highly effective and deadly combination. After your 8-rat armored car hits the field, you want to tag into the vehicle survival package to help it stay alive. This upgrade grants all vehicles plus 50 health and unlocks the ability to use smoke canisters. Before moving to the next section, you usually want to call in the Panzerjäger mechanized group as your first mechanized group. This unit provides early support against enemy vehicles. If you have several low health models early on, you can either use the healing ability on your 250 light carrier or build a medical truck for dedicated healing. As you enter the mid-game in Company of Heroes, your build order becomes more flexible. That's why this section of the video gives you options instead of exactly telling you what to build. Figure out what you need based on the situation. If your opponent doesn't recognize the danger they're in and doesn't build a proper counter, you can go ahead and build a second 8-rat armored car. But be careful, if they already have a good counter on the field, it might be tough to get good value out of your second 8-rat. If you're looking for something sturdier that can also deal with infantry, the Stuk D is a solid pick. Its high frontal armor makes it great for pushing through enemy lines, and it can handle AT guns efficiently too. If you need more of a support option, go for the Recon Tractor. It reveals enemy position, can call in off-map smoke or mortar barrages, and can even capture enemy territory without needing rapid advance. If your enemy has built a tank and you need more of a mobile AT option than the Pak-38, go for the Martyr. With the 1.9 Orchid Spider patch, its new veterancy ability makes it 30% faster out of combat, letting you cruise around the map. Didn't get a 2.5 medical truck earlier? You probably should, it's important to have base healing. To prevent your medical truck from doing weird things, like accidentally driving to the front line, don't forget to put it on its brake. The Armored Support Battlegroup also gives you access to the Flampanzer 3, a solid option for dealing with garrisons and units in cover. It's excellent at finishing off retreating units, especially on long retreat paths. However, be cautious if your opponent is fielding a lot of vehicles, as this tank won't be very effective against them. If you're being chased by a tank or want to disable one, and your Flampanzertree has reached veterancy 1, you can use the Flamebind ability. This ability reduces your target speed by 80%, rotation rate by 40% and disables all weapons and vision. Emergency repair kits is an essential tech for the deck, especially if you heavily rely on vehicles. This upgrade gives your vehicles plus 80 health and lets them repair while stationary out of combat. For the second mechanized group, both the PAK-38 mechanized group and the LEIG-18 mechanized group are great options, depending on whether you need AT or long range support. Keep in mind that the Stuk D as well as the PAK-38 and the LEIG-18 mechanized groups require either support armor elements or fire support elements. Fortunately, since the 1.9 Orchid Spider patch, upgrading one of these unlocks both. Finally, I want to provide some goals for you to work towards when you enter the later stages of the match. Keep in mind that these goals are highly situational and depend on the flow of the game. It's time to build the Panzer Army Command, the Tier 3 building. This unlocks the ability to research armored reserves in your headquarters. You want to research armored reserves as it upgrades mechanized group to assault groups and allows you to call in the big boys. If you don't have new fuel but you still want a good tank, call in the Panzer IV assault group. This ability provides you with a Panzer IV alongside with the assault Grenadier squad. The Panzer IV is a versatile tank and highly useful. You might even catch your enemies off guard by flanking them, with the assault Grenadiers dismounting and charging at the backline. If you have excellent fuel control or called in the Panzer IV assault group earlier and now have enough fuel to spare, call in the Tiger Heavy tank. This tank speaks for itself and is a true game changer. Its S-Mine launcher ability, unlocked at veterancy 1, is also very fun to use when engaging infantry blobs up close and personal. The must-have tech for late game is Rapid Advance, which grants vehicles plus 20% speed, plus 15% rotation rate and the ability to capture territory. This is excellent for capturing territory on the flanks or driving your tank on a point your opponent is capturing to stop them. Lastly, the Armored Support Battlegroup also lets you call in the Command Panzer IV-F. This versatile tank can switch between high explosive rounds, enhancing its anti-infantry capabilities, and armor-piercing rounds for better performance against vehicles. What sets the Command Panzer IV apart is the Armored Leadership passive, which grants nearby vehicles plus 20% rate of fire and plus 20% armor. Additionally, if a friendly vehicle is destroyed within the hour's radius, the rate of fire bonus increases to 35% for 10 seconds. Still not convinced why this tank pairs so well with the Tiger Heavy tank? At veterancy 1, the Command Panzer IV unlocks the Supervised Advanced ability, which boosts the speeds of nearby infantry and vehicles by 20% and makes them 20% harder to hit. The Armored Support Battlegroup is an ideal choice for this build. In this section I'll guide you on what to prioritize first and how to progress from there. I also explain any abilities I haven't covered in the previous sections. The first thing you want to get when you reach 1 CP is the Superior Fire Drills. This passive ability doubles the damage of all your vehicle's coaxial and hull mounted machine guns, providing some massive 100% damage boost. Your next CP should go to the Salvage Kit, which also costs 1 CP. This passive ability allows Panzerpioneers and Panzer Grenadiers to use rapid salvage on vehicle wrecks. Salvaging a wreck grants 30% of its original manpower cost and 25% of its original fuel cost, while destroying the wreck in the progress. Next up is the Panzerpioneer, which costs 4 CP and takes a bit longer to unlock. I've already covered the benefits of this tank in the previous section, so I won't repeat them here. Just know that it's a fantastic tank and one of my personal favorites. After that, you can unlock the Command Panzer IV-F medium tank for 3 CP. I've already explained this tank in a previous section, and I'm confident that I've convinced you why this is an excellent choice to round out your build. Now that the right side of the tech tree is complete, we'll move back to the left side. Panzerstorm is a timed ability that costs 100 munitions to use and has an 80-second cooldown. It costs 2 CP to unlock and globally increases your vehicle's speed by 20%, their acceleration by 30% and rotation rate by 25%. Additionally, it makes your vehicles immune to engine criticals, allowing you to storm through minefields without any delays. Last but definitely not least is the Stuka Anti-Tank Loiter, unlocked for 5 CP. This ability is great, and yes, it's a loiter cap. It costs 200 munitions and has a 180-second cooldown. When activated, it makes 2 Stukas loiter in the area and automatically attack any revealed enemies within the radius. If you're not convinced by why it's so strong, just wait for the upcoming clip.
And here we go, skill points on the way.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
the nice strafe there for the first one. Just the second one just went in there. Oh, and the low value one is getting targeted. Oh, they go down.
Look how fast they are.
Oh, man. Oh, they were just in this exactly at the right. Oh, man. Convinced now? I thought so. If you're looking for something different, you can also go for the Stuka dive bomb unlocked for 4 CP. It costs 150 munitions and has a 120 second cooldown. This ability is pure awesomeness and really the definition of hit or miss. It's extremely powerful when it hits, so use it mostly against static defenses, as it's easy to dodge, even though it comes quickly. Next up is a cast of my own game where I used this build in a 1v1 match. I'm really proud of how it went, especially how sharp my biker was throughout. I walk you through the decision I made during the game and highlight some of the key points I shared earlier in this video. So, I built some sandbags over here. I'm doing this on twice speed though, so if you're interested why this is so fast, so it's on double speed. So here I tried to force off the MG, I found it when going for the first squad. And then I went for here. So I went for the repairs there on the Kradschützen, and my second Kradschützen came to push off the bully the MG here. Went just around this arc. Did some damage here, and there, look at the burn. There you go. And now this one came for the cutoff. Put it off. This MG went in the building and shot my Krad away, so I went away for repairs. So both went off. 250 went to the bottom. So I went for like fuel, high muni, then for this point. But yeah, you can also just go for like the fuel and then for this point and then to the center of the map. It's a bit faster. Kradschützen pushed off the scouts over here, and both Krads on the top side are now going for some capping. Here the 250 with the Panzerpioneer is trying to push off the scout, but the rifleman came in and they did penetrate a lot of shots. So first Assault Grenadier Squad came in. I used both to like repair this 250 because I want the Assault Grenadier in the 250. So he came with the second Rifleman Squad straight to this point. But yeah, here comes the Assault Grenadier. And look at how strong this Assault Disembark is together with like the combined arms ability. I'm just shredding to this guy's Rifleman. He didn't acknowledge it and got murdered there. So high value. So I upgraded the Panzerpioneers with a flamer because I liked it. I smoked here because I thought the MG was here, and it was. So he just retreated, captured this point, and then I go for the fight against this. And here you can see the flamer also helping with the damage. He did get a big nade over here, but yeah, flamer helped changing that fight. So the Krads are doing the captures, of course. He did place some mines. He just placed them at some really... oh, I got with that one there for the tracer markers. He did place some mines, but at some weird spots. I don't know. If you just place some mines at like the points over here, maybe, then he could maybe have captured my Krad. I went into this garrison just to get some knowledge, but he went for the mortar pit over here. I don't know why he went for a mortar pit, but it's pretty interesting. Retreated the Panzerpioneers. And yeah, look at how far my Kradschützen are already capping. So much pressure with that. There comes my Assault Disembark again. I got nated there again. Sticky, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I've forced him off. This time he did he did retreat. He wasn't getting any of that again. And Pioneer went over there. He did place a mine there, I see. And then I swapped them. I didn't want to lose. I did lose there. Why did I lose there by a stray bullet from the engineers? That's interesting. Yeah, look where my Krad is capturing over here. Big value. So here I knew the mortar pit was here, so I went for a drive-by and threw the 3 nades because they were free because the assault disembark. And look at how much damage and how quick that was. I didn't expect that. I accidentally tried to repairing that, but yeah, I got my hotkeys right and I pushed them off. He did push paratroopers over here, but yeah, with the 8-red now being built, and now I'm going for armed support elements as well. So yeah, assault drive-by over here again. He retreated the paratroopers, but he didn't retreat the scouts, so I got those. And the 8-rod was bullying units here together with the other assault grenadier. There goes the 8-red, pushing the engineers and the MG away from this cutoff point as well. I didn't need a cutoff because I captured everything on the bottom. My Jaegers came through the center, did hit the mine. And I got away with those, or at least for now I got away. And there's the bike. Getting the tracer rounds there on the rifleman, together with the assault and the 250 and the 8-red. So look at these tracer rounds. getting lots of hits, and yeah, they got the kill. A-Rod got the kill, smoked for the AT gun and went away. Here he hit my mine, and yeah, Assault Grenadiers picked this one up as well. Again with the tracer markers, such high value. Just your shots hit so much easier with those. So I had at this point lots of units which needed healing. So there comes a Tonnet medical truck 2.5. I'm going for that. I did go for the smoke, as you saw with the 8-red. I did the drive-by again, disembarked. I really like that, yeah. Capping again with the Krad. So these are like, he could have mined over here and got my Krad with something like that. But yeah, I did have the upgrades already. Here are the Assault Grenadiers disembarking again, getting both buffs, not only one. And there goes the smoke. Got in green cover. Cheffy from him with the Krad, driving to safety. And he's going to here. I don't know where he's looking for though, but he's going. Oh, he's maybe looking for the other Krad. But yeah, he's driving around. My Jaegers and Assault Grenadiers are going. Assaults are gonna hit a mine there. And the Jaegers are pushing this off. So that's nice. Did get 2 shots. I tried to get another shot off here. And I did get 2 shots off. A-Rod is going away. But he still kept searching with he still kept searching with the Jeff here, which is just interesting. So the A-Rod, he did find it in the end, got a shot off. But yeah, Martyr in cover together with the A-Rod, which finishes the Jeffy off. And that was also his Jeffy. So yeah, look at this. Look at this damage from 2 Kradschützen against these rifles. He didn't go for me, but look at how fast it goes. I'm doing so much damage with the tracers. And I think the buff from the superior firearms is also working there. Superior fire drills, like I think the coaxial gun or the hull mounted is also working on the Krad, but I'm not sure about that. He dropped in another paratrooper, and now I went for the Flampanzer, and look at how fast I'm dealing with this paratrooper squad. So the only thing which kind of separated me and the Flampans for going ham was this AT gun, which I dealt with by doing another drive-by. And yeah, here the Flampanzer could just move up, bully every unit together with the 8-red. He didn't have anything again and he surrendered. So, and that wraps up the complete build and battle group order. Let me know in the comments what you think of this style of video. I had a great time creating it. Big shout out to Orange Pass for answering some of my questions about this build. And of course, thanks to all of you for watching and sticking around till the end. I hope you've learned something that help you out in your upcoming games. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more to come. On the left side of the screen, I've highlighted 2 costs. The top one features a match where Orange Pass himself uses this build, and the bottom one shows Sovereign using it. Thanks again for watching and see you guys in the next one.